Hey guys, this is JohnyTechReview. Today I have another review for you. So this is the Security Mini HD camera recorder. This is basically a dash cam. It's very nice here, as you can see. Come in this nice little package, and you have here some information. So you have here 120-degree viewing angle. You have impact sensor detection, high definition. So this record to an SD card. Beside here you have a bunch of specification. The 1.5-inch screen, and this is a CMOS sensor. 120-degree again, different language. Here it does 1080p in a few different resolution. 720p, and also it goes all the way down to Quad VGA at 220 by 240. Record in AVI, MPEG, and then also it does JPEG for pictures. The 1.3 megapixel for the camera. Take micro SD card up to 32 gigs, and then we have a built-in microphone, speakers. Look like we have 30 frames per second for the rate, and then a bunch of other shooting mode here, and even more information here. We got a little bit of tech support, customer satisfaction, a small little user manual here. Let's see, a pretty detailed instruction here actually. Nice, has a diagram for everything. You have a little stickers if you want to do that. Let's see what we got here. We have a little car adapter charger, really long cable here. Windshield mounting unit. So you have here the shorter mini USB cable. And look like here we have the unit. Really tiny. You got a camera right here up front, very nice. So here we go. Here's the unit, as you can see, very small little unit, very discreet. I like that. On the left side here you have the mini USB port for charging, and then here you have some button, look like the menu button here, up and down. On this side here we have the OK button, the mode button, and also a lock button, and then here we have the power button. Over here you have the slot for the micro SD card, and up top here we have the mid and the reset button if you need to. Very nice lens though, as you can see. At the bottom is the speaker. So I want to go over some of the menu functionality on your Securityman dash cam. So to turn it on, it's very easy. Usually you just plug it in and it will come on. Otherwise you can just turn it on manually here, for example. And the unit itself take about 5 seconds to boot up. You can see there. And when you turn it on, it's going to automatically start recording, especially if you have it plugged in. Because I manually turn it on, it's not going to start automatically recording. If you notice here right now, there seems to be an infrared thing going on for night vision. That's because I enabled night mode in this guy. It seems like this unit is not going to automatically switch over, it seems. So what I did is I just leave the night mode on, and when during the day there's enough sunlight, it will not use that night mode. Only when you don't have enough light that this night mode will kick in. And you can see the screensaver does go off. So you can see here, when you bring the menu up, it actually is overlaying the video, so the video is still back down. So you have a few things here. You have resolution, for example, and in resolution you press OK down here to select it, and then you have 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080p. Then you also have another 1080p mode, which is not Full HD, which is 1440 by 1080p. And the difference between these two modes is that the first mode actually gives you that wide angle, while the second mode actually is a crop. So if you're just not interested in the side view so much, you can do 1440 by 1080. So the file size is a little bit smaller. I personally do the 1080p because I have a 32 gig SD card in here, which will take up plenty of pictures. You also have option the 720p. You also have WVGA, which is 848 by 480. VGA with 640 by 480, and then QVGA at 320 by 240. So definitely you have a lot of video option to pick here, so that you don't have to use the highest resolution if you just have a small memory card or you just want to save space. So next mode you have here is called loop recording, and in loop recording you have the option to turn it off, which means it's going to keep recording until it runs out of space on the memory card. The other mode you have here is 30 seconds, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes, and that means every 30 seconds it's going to basically write a file, and when you run out of space the oldest one will get deleted. I have set here 5 minutes, so which means it's going to do a 5-minute file. When it runs out of space, it's going to delete the oldest file. So that's all the option you have. I wish there's a longer option. I usually like longer file, but right now the 5 minutes is the limit. So next we have exposure. You can make different adjustment here, all the way up to a +2 and -2, kind of give you an idea. So right now I'm just going to leave it at 0 down. Motion detection, this is great if you want to have your device kind of come on and go to standby mode. If your car is not running, maybe a few minutes after, maybe you worry someone scratch your car or something like that, you can leave this on, and when they detect motion they will start recording. You have audio recording, which you can turn on or off. As far as the audio, I can tell you that the audio quality is not that great. The microphone is not very loud, so even when I'm driving around in some of my other dash cam, I can hear the radio clearly using the dash cam. When this guy, I can barely pick it up, and even my normal voice conversation in the car, I can barely hear it.
Want to leave your name don't want to, it's no big deal.
If you can barely hear the inside, I doubt you can get anything good on the outside. But the good thing about this is that the road noise is very low. So here is the day stamp. You can turn on day stamp on and off on the video. So I have it on currently. G sensor. Basically, you can set different setting here. If it detect a sensor movement, like maybe like a car crash, that's the whole idea. If it causes a disturbance, it will lock that file, and that file will not get overwrite. Beep sound, turn it on off the beep when you're moving around. I turn it off because it's kind of annoying. So that's your all setting on this menu. You can press menu again and take you to the wrench over here, the second option. And here you have some more system setting like day and time, auto power off, language, frequency, a screensaver which I have on right now, and IR sensor. Flip screen if you want to flip it upside down. If you mount it differently, format the card, default setting to reset, and also firmware version. And that's all you have in this menu right here. So while you're in this screen here, the live view, you can actually press OK to start recording, just like this. Take a second, there you go. And up top here you see the timer running. So to stop recording, you just press OK again. So this is just in case you are using this other than automatically starting it with the car. The secret adapter will basically give this guy power. It's going to start recording, and as soon as you turn it off, 5 seconds later it's going to turn the device off after it saved the file. So that's good. It basically is an automatic procedure. You just let it run, and if you have a running problem that you need the footage, all you have to do is just go back and look at it. When you are in the picture mode, you also get the opportunity to make a few different settings. You have a capture mode, resolution, bus mode, sharpness, white balance, color, ISO, exposure, so you anti-shake, and a quick review, which I'll show you right after. So a little bit more option though. So in the resolution, I definitely have it set to 1.3 megapixel, which is 1280 by 960. That's the resolution it will take the picture. So it's not really a high quality image you can see here. And then you have a few other options like this bus mode where you can take multiple pictures. As far as the capture mode, you have single shot. You have some timer setting here, 2, 5, and 10 seconds now. So to me, the video quality of this camera during the day is pretty good. If you use on a full resolution on a computer screen, you will definitely notice a little bit more grainy stuff. But other than that, it's still a really nice resolution. I have used a lot of other dash cam, and to me, the older one I used was a Tautronic 1080p dash cam that has really nice video quality, and this came pretty close to it, but it's still not as good. The night vision, as you can see, works quite well. The night vision will automatically kick on when you have the IR sensor set on, so just leave it on, and at night or in a dark situation it will come on. So there's one thing I do want to point out is that if you set this camera on for night mode and it's still doing daylight, you will notice that a lot of the trees and stuff will change to the wrong color. For example, here you can see some of these trees are very green, but in this video with the night mode on, it turned purple. So it seemed like they turned up the IR cutoff filter or something, and without that the tree started to turn really purple. It's kind of interesting little color that you have here. During my usage over the past week or so, there's one time where there's this weird thing. I'm not sure what the reason was. Maybe because it was out in the sun for too long, I'm not sure, but the other occasion it was fine. But just one day, for some reason the video was blurry for just one trip that I was going from home to work. And just one trip here, the camera was just blurry, and there was no adjustment on the focus or anything. It just happened to be blurry, and the next video that we record was perfectly fine. You can also see here that during the daylight the image are pretty nice and clean, and toward the end of the day, for example, I'm coming home from a shopping trip, 8 p.m. around here during this time of the year, there's still a decent amount of light out. I think the sun go down around 8:30, so there's a decent amount of light out, and you can see here right here the camera is not on night vision yet, and it's able to pick up a decent amount of light with the headlight on. So overall, I really like this smaller Securityman dash cam. The video quality could be slightly a bit better, but other than that, the features and the menus are really easy to use. I have in here a 32 gig silicone power card, and this is the biggest size it will take, and they say that can be up to 5 minutes of video recording. And you can see this thing has a small built-in battery that will basically let you use the unit for a while it's not power up, which is good, and the screensaver will actually go on after about 10 seconds here to save even more battery. The lens itself is a pretty nice wide angle. It's 120 degree, not like a GoPro or something like that where you have 170 degree, but 120 degree is plenty, especially in the car. As you see in my car video, it's a cover from side to side and definitely cover all in front of my car. One last thing I do want to point out is that the user menu is very detail oriented. You can see here you have basically diagram pictures of every single menu option. So anything that I did not cover, you can basically look in this menu, and it has detail of exactly how it works and how to set it. So which is really nice, a nice little booklet here. So if you're a beginner into dash cam, this little menu will really help you in that aspect. So overall, it's a really nice product. I think the video quality could be slightly a little bit better. It's not bad, it's not great, basically average for me. The sound quality is a little bit low. It could be a little bit louder. I know a lot of time when sensitive mic, you will pick up a lot of road noise, but I'd rather have a little bit of road noise and picking up more outside noise, talking noise in the car than not picking up anything. So that's one disappointing thing about this guy. So I hope a short little review helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment below. And as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.